Good morning. It's Dr. Minette Ryan with North Texas Kids Magazine and the Academy for Parent Coaching International, here to talk about what it means to be a heart-wise parent. A heart-wise parent is one who is committed to having a really great relationship with their kids. Now, this does not mean that we're trying to be our kids' best friends, but that we're really focused on guiding, leading, and supporting our kids in growing into the amazing adults that they're going to become. And as I think about what it means to a heart-wise parent, I was watching the news this morning, and if you saw the news this morning, there were some devastating tornadoes that tore through the southern United States, through Arkansas, Alabama, and I believe through Tennessee. And those storms came here through Texas as well and touched down. And while we did experience some damage and some scary moments and sirens, it's been some really crazy weather for the last couple of weeks. We didn't experience near the level of devastation, the number of deaths, and just the tragedy, the destruction of property, and the loss of homes that we've been seeing over there. We've also had some crazy wildfires here in Texas in the Palo Pinto area. A lot of things going on lately. And if your kids are listening to people talk, if they're hearing stories, if they're watching the news with you, even if they just happen to walk by and catch a glimpse of what's happening, or in our case over here, a conversation between my husband and I about all the different things that are happening, you might be wondering how to have a conversation with your kids about natural disasters, tragedies, things that happen in people's lives. At the age that my kids are at, so my kids are 12 and 9, they are interested, curious, and passionate about helping others. And certainly one of the core values that I want my kids to have is charitable giving. Definitely something I want them to be focused on. How can we give back? Whether we give back through good thoughts, through writing letters. I know after the tsunami in Japan, there's been a couple of amazing movements where kids have the opportunity to send cranes to Japan. Looked like my video stopped there for a moment. Hopefully it caught up. So we want to find ways that we can talk to our kids about these larger disasters and what it means for people and how that we can help these people. So I have a couple of ideas for that. First of all, I don't think that you should sugarcoat what is happening or gloss over it or pretend like it doesn't happen. Life does happen. Tragedies can happen at any moment, any time in anybody's life, and our kids need to be prepared for that fact. So one of the biggest gifts we can give them is just to talk to them about what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean sharing gory details, but it certainly means helping them understand the grief that people are experiencing, the level of what has happened. So one thing is just being willing to talk openly and honestly, to answer their questions to the best of your ability, and then to do whatever's appropriate in your family. Maybe together you say a prayer, maybe you do a meditation, whatever works, but to spend some time just sending some beautiful love and thoughts of gratitude for your own life. It's a great time also to talk about gratitude. And while we feel so terribly for everything that's happened to these other families, it makes us reflect on how important it is to be thankful for our health, for a roof over our heads, for plenty of food, and all the things happening in our lives. And then finally, let your kids choose something that they personally can do to feel like they're taking action and making a difference in the lives of people. That might be counting out pennies to donate to the Red Cross. It might be donating some of their books to kids in these places that maybe have lost all of their books, or to a school in the area or a library that was destroyed. Very gently use clothing and toys. This is a great time to donate those, and you can do that through the Red Cross or through another local charitable organization. Usually, if you just go search on the internet, you can find all different ways that your kids can give back. One of the things that we are doing with our kids this year, part of their allowance has to go into an envelope for charitable giving. And while they get to pick the charity, we have promised to match that at the end of the year. So to show your kids that you're committed, you can do that as well. So if they have $5 they want to donate to the Red Cross, you can donate another $5 and send $10. And my husband's company, he works for Fujitsu Network Communications in Richardson, And I have always appreciated what they do, and they always match their employees' charitable giving. So after the disaster in Haiti, after the tsunami in Japan, we always donate to Red Cross and are so appreciative. We do it through his company because we know that they're going to match it, and our kids see that, and we talk about it, and we talk about kind of those three simple tips. One, just talk realistically about what's happening. Share with your kids what's going on. Remind them to be grateful for all the things that are going right and wonderful in their life. Say a prayer, do a peace meditation, whatever works in your family. And four, create an opportunity or a way for your kids to give back and feel like they're doing something good. What makes kids have a very high sense of self-worth and self-esteem is to make them feel like they're valued members of the family and your community, and you can do that by teaching them about charitable giving in very small ways. So just a few simple tips for talking to your kids about natural disasters or things, tragedies that happen in your home, your family, or your community, or in the world at large. I'm Dr. Minette Riordan with another tip on being a heart-wise parent and raising kids with really high self-esteem and self-worth. They just want us to listen to them. I hope you have a wonderful parenting day. And today I am very grateful for an absolutely stunning spring, cool spring day here in Plano, Texas. So enjoy your day, everybody, and go hug your kids. Dr. Minette Riordan with North Texas Kids Magazine.